Warning, the following video is just for fun. I am not disrespecting any religion. I am putting him against fictional characters. Don't flame me in the comment section, please. I'm sorry, don't hurt me. I've been seeing this everywhere. Jesus Christ can beat any fictional character. And I'm like, that's a nice hypothesis. But just like your 7th grade science fair, let's put it to the test. So I will be, I guess, power scaling, quote unquote, Jesus, and putting him against a couple fictional characters. Oh, that was a burp. I'll be putting him against a couple strong fictional characters. Are you ready for their feats? Let's do it. Jesus. You know, as if you didn't know, a feat is their ability to do something super duper strong. So, for my research, I went through the Bible. Jesus has a healing factor, and whoever touches Jesus gets healed. He can turn water into wine, but can he turn blood into wine? I don't know. I'd assume so, but that isn't confirmed, so I cannot run with it. Jesus can heal people. We don't know if he can heal himself, but I'll just say he can, just to give him something, because it's like nothing right here. That's it. That's all he has. He's just some dude with a healing factor. He's like a nice Deadpool. He can also come back from the dead, but that won't matter because we're going to who gets the KO first. Or worse, since a lot of these characters are pretty brutal. And Jesus cannot end a fight with a snap of his fingers, dummy. Alright, so this is a lineup right here. Jesus versus Ghostface, Freddy, Krueger, Squirrel Girl, Spider-Man, Kirby, Minecraft. Who put Minecraft Steve in here? I didn't write anything for him. Super Mario, Ness, and Sonic the Hedgehog. Let's get into it. These characters are not holding back, by the way, so let's get into the first fight. Ghostface versus Jesus. It's a pretty one-sided fight, I would think. One has a knife and one can heal the stab wounds. Except one small factor, how many of them are there? If it's just one, then Jesus wins. If it's just two, then Jesus wins. But if there's three, Jesus would lose. So it all depends on that factor. But Ghostface is known for coming prepared. High chance, instead of him bringing a knife, he's going to bring a blicky. But let's just say he's not. They train to be killers, kind of like Dexter. They take classes on how to hunt or take very advanced martial arts classes and fighting classes. So they aren't going to go down easily. Though, if Jesus was to be able to hold it out until they get tired, then he would win. But if Jesus gets tired first, they'll win very easily. Because a knife, the certain type of knife that they have is so sharp. And if they use it correctly, they can even knock out the strongest person with a healing factor. Because if they hit a part of a brain, it's lights out. It's lights out. But of course, I can't give points on a what-if scenario. So I'm not going to be giving any points here. Freddy Krueger versus Jesus. This one isn't even close, dude. And yes, I'm using Dead by Daylight. But we're talking about Prime Freddy, not Minecraft YouTuber Freddy. He's strange. Freddy loses for a number of reasons. Number one, Jesus wouldn't fear him, like, at all. And unlike Pennywise, he needs fear to secure the kill. And also, he died to holy water. And, a girl turning her back on him for some reason. So, yeah. Next, the unbeatable Squirrel Girl. Doreen Green, aka the unbeatable Squirrel Girl. Her power is that she can talk to squirrels, and she has a little partner named Tippy Toe. She's just a little squirrel, and her power is she's a squirrel. The reason why this isn't a close fight is in her name. The unbeatable Squirrel Girl. She'd probably give Jesus a phobia of squirrels, like she did with Dr. Doom. She's beating Dr. Doom, she's beating Galactus, she's beating Thanos, all by herself. So you can see why this is one-sided. I'm sorry for that little hiccup there. She goes to Empire State University alongside Peter Parker. And she's kind of bad, not gonna lie. Her gag, or whatever her punchline is that no one can beat her. It's stupid. Spider-Man versus Jesus. This one is also a pretty one-sided fight. Spider-Man has punched Scorpion's jaw clean off. He's dislocated Wolverine's jaw, and he's made of like the strongest metal in his universe. His spider sense is so powerful sometimes that he can sense cosmic danger. He has thrown hands with Superman and knocked him on his ass. Not to mention, he punched Hulk into outer space. So, I'm sorry. Yeah, Spider-Man wins. Kirby versus Jesus is another one-sided fight. I know a lot, right? If you're like, Douglas, how is this a one-sided fight? It's a literal marshmallow, you idiot, you fucking dumbass. Kirby might be a marshmallow, but he's a marshmallow with an agenda. He's killed up to 10 gods, and I don't think Jesus even scales to them. Also, Kirby has tanked a black hole. And the amount of copy abilities, if he inhales like a knife or a sword, he turns into Sword Kirby. If he inhales anything flammable, he turns into Fire Kirby. If he inhales anything cold, he turns into Ice Kirby. If he inhales a boomerang or like, I guess yeah, that's about it. He turns into Cutter Kirby. If he inhales a bomb, he turns into Bomb Kirby. If he inhales water, he turns into Water Kirby. So on and so forth. My favorite, I did the Donald Trump hand signal. What the fuck? My favorite is Wheel Kirby. 100%, he's my favorite. Kirby has punched a planet in half. He has blown a hole into a moon. He has killed gods 10 times his own size. He's hit a meteorite with a baseball bat, sending it light years away. Void Termina, a primordial deity of destruction. Kirby fought it and beat them with the Star Ally Sparkler, proving he can generate weapons to match ancient power. Necrodeus, a god of death who could split Kirby in half. Kirby survived and revived himself, showing his resilience against divine power. Nova, a planet-sized metallic entity that Kirby destroyed by punching someone into it. He can move at light speed while using his Warp Star, which he used to escape Gleam. And if that doesn't work, he'll eat the Warp Star and gain his strongest weapon, the Star Rod. It was used to attack and kill Nightmare to save Dreamland, and Kirby went back home to go to bed like it was nothing. Not to mention, he has infinite amount of strength. Game Super Mario vs. Jesus. Okay, this one isn't close either. I know 99% of the time I'm on the opposite side of this red plumber, but this time I'm on his side. Mario has a variety of power-ups ranging from him getting a little stronger to throwing fireballs to being a furry to literally, he's a literal god, someone please help me. The Starman or the Star Power makes him invincible and to go at supersonic speeds, and that's just lowballing. Mario has thrown an oversized turtle dragon thing and picked up a castle filled with lava, monsters, concrete, and etc., dude. And that's just using his 1990 games. Let's not forget, he's a cuck, and he can take a lot of emotional damage. Mario wins easily. Ness is just a boy from the country of Eagleland, and lives in one app. And after meeting a bee from the future, he has to travel through Tucson, Threed, Fourside to fight an interdimensional monster with his PSI abilities. He has the ability PSI Gaming, or at the beginning of the game I ask you what your favorite thing is, and that's what that is. It's a super strong attack, and your main attack when you have your PP up. Psi Power. Don't get dirty with me, dog. He has PSI Flash, which can paralyze his opponents, or literally end them instantly. He can put them to sleep with his PSI Hypnosis, and yes, I will use Smash here, because for Ness, it is canon. Pooh, the fourth party member, taught Ness PSI Starstorm. The strongest PSI ability, he has gone from fighting runaway dogs to zombies to literal Satan. Now, for Gygus is a demon that is like reincarnated as Ness to take over the world, and Ness and the friends he meets along the way have to go to every sanctuary location to get 8 melodies. Each location has one sanctuary spot with a melody, and the full melody is this. And after you go into the dreamlike state called Magnificent, like the map from Super Smash Bros., at the end of it, Ness has to fight himself to be bigger than himself, I guess? It's really confusing. It's the only weird part of the game, really. And then he goes to fight Gygus, except one fatal flaw. The time machine was stolen by Porky, so the one Dr. Andonuts and the Mr. Saturns can't transport living material. So they have to put their souls inside robots to go fight the demon known as Gygus. And even Dr. Andonuts, Jeff's father, says goodbye knowing there's a high likelihood that he will never make it home again. I said ho. In the end, they defeat Gygus and go home, and the world is saved. Also, a little fun fact, Undertale is heavily inspired by Earthbound, and Toby Fox made a Earthbound fan game. So, and that's where Megalovania is made. So, without Earthbound, we would have no Sans Undertale. Jesus, this Adams. Except Ness is a good kid, so he'd probably just try to talk him out of it, or if that doesn't work, he would probably try knocking him out. Now, this is the part I've been waiting for, dude. Sonic the Hedgehog versus Jesus Christ. Now, while I was making this, a friend of mine said Sonic wouldn't win. Sonic the Hedgehog, Jesus is basically God. And they don't know these characters like I do, and haven't put in the research like I have. People think Sonic is just the speed of sound, which is extremely wrong. Sure, the songs are like rolling around at the speed of sound, but that's just, fun. It's just a song. It's nothing. Sonic Sonic has shown feats of going light speed. Also, in the manual of the classic era, it says he's light speed, but that's just lowballing our furry little friend here. Sonic has outran a black hole in Sonic colors. While fatigued, he was going to get saved by the wisp no matter what. He was able to escape from the pull of the black hole, and if you're saying, but that was a wisp, it had the same pull and strength of a normal black hole. And with Supersonic, he's way, way faster. But now he has this new form, Supersonic 2, which is way stronger and way faster than normal Supersonic. And he's able to one-shot the End, which is the strongest Sonic villain to date. Stronger than Solaris or any Sonic villain. Sonic has immeasurable speed base. And with the Chaos Emeralds, he has infinite speed. This is proven because Sonic gets faster and stronger as time goes on. Like when he went against Infinite and got cooked, but a couple months later, Sonic actually beat him in his base form. Wanna know what happens? And if you're still debating oh, they said that, sure, what if? Wanna know what happens when you get hit by a car going 60 miles per hour? A few broken bones and a ton of cash. Maybe you die. What happens if that car's going the speed of light? You'll be a red mist. Jesus is absolutely cooked. What have I learned from this? Jesus is a fraud, and people overplay him. Jesus is a good guy. 99% of these fights, Jesus would try to talk him out of it, and 99% of the time it would work. Except for these cold-blooded killers, they would still try to kill him. If you think these characters if you have characters you think would lose or win against Jesus, please comment them. I would love to see what you all think. I was going to put him against way more people, but Jesus still would have lost. There's a lot of these people that Jesus would have lost to, but a lot he would have won to. But people think that he's just omnipotent. He isn't. He's just a good-looking Deadpool. Jesus, this video took 5 months to come out and went through so many rewrites. Originally, I wanted to animate all of the fights, but I'm not good enough to do that. I love you all. Please subscribe. This video took so long and so much time. It might not look like it with the runtime, but it took so long. Especially with all the gameplay footage I had to get. I love you all. Jesus loves you. I love you. And I'll see you in the next video, which might be soon. I love you all. See ya.